Kevin Smith on Good Morning America says J.J. Abrams is doing the Lord's work on Star Wars Episode 9. He joined Good Morning Day. I guess it's Good Morning America Day. It's with Sarah Haynes and Michael Strahan, whatever that new show is. And he dished on being on set of Star Wars Episode 9. And at points of the interview, he wept on set, he says. It's the biggest set he's ever seen in his life, and that JJ is doing the Lord's work. So we have this quote here, and we'll just read it verbatim, okay? So it says, Kevin Smith says, "I wept on set because I saw someone give a career best performance, somebody I have seen in these movies before. I rolled a tear because it was so powerful. Biggest set I've ever seen in my life. The dude isn't directing a movie, he's directing a small country. I watched 2 scenes get filmed. One was absolutely amazing. I heard plot details. The movie is going to be fantastic." I want to start with David in the fact that when you get these words of high praise from Kevin Smith, that is a feather in the cap because he is a diehard fan. He is an accomplished director himself, and I don't know. I think I remember him getting so emotional about The Force Awakens that JJ did, and Force Awakens was good, so does this give you a good feeling about what we're going to get with Episode 9?
It does, because what we know about Abrams from the last movie is that he's really good at giving fan service, and Kevin Smith may be one of the biggest Star Wars fans out there. So if Abrams is able to give JJ that, that tear in his eye, I think that's going to be great for what we're looking for as nerds as well. I'm really interested to see more about who gave their career best performance. Is it going to be like Billy D. Williams, who's been around forever and been a part of several of these movies? Or is it going to be somebody like an Adam Driver, who's been popping up just about everywhere from comedy to drama to action to Star Wars in the last 5 or 6 years?
I'm really excited about it, and I think that my mind automatically goes to who gives that career best performance. Mm-hmm. I mean, my mind is going to go to Mark Hamill, but that's kind of how we got teased in The Last Jedi. Mm-hmm. There was, at one point, people were trying to build hype for an Oscar for Mark Hamill in The Last Jedi, and could it happen again with him as a Force Ghost? Is he a Force Ghost? There's a lot of questions there, but Jesse, when you hear Kevin's words, what do you think about it, especially the fact that he has to be so tight-lipped about being on set?
First thoughts was like, well, I don't really recall him saying much. Like, did he visit the set of The Last Jedi? Like, I don't recall him ever saying anything like that.
I don't remember that, but also keep in mind Kevin Smith and J.J. Abrams are very close friends.
Well, yeah. So it's one of those things where, my first thought's like, well, I know he got to see the set, for Force Awakens, and I enjoyed The Force Awakens. I don't know about anybody else, but I actually did like that movie. The next thing was him going, well, I got to be careful here. I mean, NDAs are really just like, he can get in a lot of trouble if he even drops one spoiler kind of thing. So
see, that's not where I thought you were going. I thought where you were going is the fact that he goes, I got to be tight-lipped, I can't say anything, but then he goes, I saw someone who's been in these movies before give a career-defining performance. That is a huge hint. I mean, that is like a huge that. I mean, that's touting the line of giving something away, and then it makes us speculate: is it going to be a Billy D. Williams? Is it going to be a Mark Hamill? Could it be? I mean, who else? I mean, it cannot be Leia. There's no way with the limited amount of footage. There's no way it's Carrie Fisher. Then you have to go to like the new trilogy. I mean, is it a Kylo Ren? Because Kylo Ren has been in these movies before. Can Adam Driver be giving us an incredible performance? I think that's where I'm going because when I think of what Daisy Ridley does in Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. While I do like her and I like the character of Rey, that first third of Last Jedi, I felt that she was kind of stiff. I felt like you saw like this rapid progress during The Force Awakens. Like you kind of saw like Rey coming into her own, which I also translated as Daisy Ridley kind of coming into her own as an actress. And then it felt like there was some reverting in The Last Jedi. So I don't know. I think I'm going to go either Mark Hamill or Adam Driver. I like your Billy D. Williams.
I'm going Billy D. Williams.
Because that would mean that Billy D gets more of a role, more time in this movie than we originally anticipated, which is really exciting.
So I like Billy D. Williams, but the bar's just above average there. If you have like a Mark Hamill, he's given us some great performances over his career. So for him to top that bar for career best, I mean that's a big leap. I think it's Billy D.
You know what? We have our ideas, but what do you think? We want to know who you think gives that career best defining performance in The Last Jedi. We also want to know what you just in general think about Kevin Smith's excitement for Episode 9. He is, like many of us, where he just wants to see this movie be as good as it possibly can to tie up the Skywalker saga the best that it can. What do you think? Let us know down in the comments below.
Thank you for watching Beyond the Blast Doors. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Beyond the Blast Doors, a Star Wars conversation.